From the Mike Eisenstadt Performance Studio, this is the Live Music Showcase, brought to you by WMNF Tampa and listeners just like you. I'm Randy Nguyen, your host for the next hour. And today we have in the studio Southern Rumble.
All right, we're really happy to be here. This is called Rock and Roll Soul.
Give Holly soul to the radio, always searching to find that groove. Learn to play that old guitar, learn how to make it sing. Raising the South from hand to mouth, with a dream of the finer things. Sold my soul to rock and roll a long, long time ago. Paid the dues to sing these blues. I will not let it go. I've got a rock and roll soul, yeah. I got a rock and roll soul, yeah. 1,000 brothers to lay it down, a kind of soulful, dangerous sound. Singing songs of a southern man, we turn it up and we play it loud. Sold our soul to rock and roll a long, long time ago. Pay the dues to sing these blues, we will not let it go. We've got a rock and roll soul, yeah. Got a rock and roll soul, yeah, yeah. Play it for me now. Long for a road to drive, the sky to fill with song. Yeah, the groove is getting tight, and the chords can do no wrong. The songs go on forever, but all I can really say, there's always somewhere good to go, and music ready to play. You gave your soul to rock and roll a long, long time ago. Pay the dues to sing these blues. You will not let it go. You've got a rock and roll soul, yeah. You got a rock and roll soul, yeah. Soul, yeah. You got a rock and roll soul, yeah, yeah. Whoa. You like to rock it, you like to roll it, you like to rock it. You got a rock and roll soul.
All right, well, that was spirited. A way to get things going this afternoon on the Live Music Showcase. You are tuned to the Live Music Showcase right here on WMNF Before we go too far along, we need to let you know that the sound is being mixed by Bill Dudley today, assisted by Joe Remo. We got a video crew here, Bob Hoke, Richard Stone, Brian Panier, and Yumika Thomas. And the show producers are Steve Arduengo and Mildred Matos. And if you'd like to give us a phone call or a text or any of that kind of stuff, you can email us, dj@wmnf.org. You can give a call to the studio if you've got a question or comments, 813-239-9663. And we are on Facebook Live as we speak. Just go to WMNF Live Music Showcase, and you can check out the band, see what this looks like as it's coming down this afternoon on this Friday afternoon. We do this every Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. And we got 3 guys in the studio right now, JT, Willy, and Nick.
I should have worn my suit. I didn't know we have these 3-camera shoot.
That's right. You should dress up and wash your hair and do all these things.
I did wash my hair, but I forgot my 3-piece suit and the bow tie.
But you guys look great. So, JT, tell us about this band and how long has this project been around? I know you guys got a big show at Skipper's on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a little while. But tell us about Southern Rumble and what's the deal with this band?
Southern Rumble is kind of a mixture of old friends and new friends, guys that me and Willy, Willy Bells. I call him Billy, but nobody else gets to, you know. Me and him started playing music when we were about 14 or 15 years old.
Absolutely.
And we were in a band called Men from Earth all through the 90s, and we did really well here locally and had a lot of fun together. And then when the band broke apart, Billy started a band and I started a band, and we haven't played for about 20 years now. Crazy. And we got together recently, but that was because of Nick. And I was, at the time, about 2-3 years ago, I was touring with Blackfoot for a while, and a Southern rock band that was just a really great experience for me. But on the road, I got to meet Nick. He was in a band called Swamp DeWomp. He was, just amazing on guitar. He plays fiddle. He just all around, and we really got along. Then when I left that band, Swamp DeWomp went through a tragedy.
Yeah, we kind of connected on the road. Actually, Blackfoot was coming to Nashville. I live in Nashville. These guys are based out of here, but so Jeremy said, "Well, let's catch up. I'll be in Nashville here just in a few weeks." So I went out to see them, and we just kind of connected
So Nick, are you from Nashville?
I'm originally from Canada, but I moved to Nashville when I was a young boy, 30 years ago or something like that. So, but we had met on the road and connected, and when we just one of those things, we've been doing this for 20 plus 30 years or something like that. So have similar life stories, kids, and just life like everybody else does, Mm-hmm. And so we said, well, let's make some music down the road at some point, And then, the week that he left Blackfoot, singer for Swamp DeWomp passed away. And so it was just, we had connected on that level, talking about each other's lives on that level. And I said, well, I just need to come down to Tampa and let's just get together and talk about life, maybe make some music. And he had just we were both going through a lot of things. So I came down here and he said, well, meet my friend Billy, who I've known since I was a kid. And I think you guys will really get along as well. And we haven't actually made music in 20 years. He was talking about Willy. Beg your pardon. And so we connected a couple of years ago and just got together like being kids again. It's like we were 15 years old, got together and just literally pulled out, made music and made some really cool songs together and had some great times since then. So it was a very natural, evolution like that.
So that's, I see you call, or somebody calls you Flo Nash, the Flo Nash sound.
Yeah,
so
that was.
I see actually where that comes from. It's not just a sound; it's a geographical designation. Right?
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. We, me and Billy and I had been huge fans of Florida music our whole life, and then I guess when we started. Actually, he started writing a lot more Florida-sounding music a long time ago, and I've been wanting to sing Willy songs for a long time. And it's kind of a dream come true for me to be able to sing his songs, which is really cool for me, who's, of course, an insecure egomaniac that loves to sing my own songs, right? You would think, but no, I really love singing.
So was that first song?
so
Was
sweet.
that first song a Willy song?
Actually, that is the first song that me and Nick wrote together.
Yeah, that's Nick
and
and
that's
JT.
That's a Nick groove, and then I wrote the lyrics to it, and then that was one of the very first songs we ever did. Was that the first?
That one and the other one, don't get me wrong, which we'll play in a little
All right.
bit.
Well,
Okay.
it sounds like you guys are not just some motley guys who happen to be playing together, but you actually are a group. You have
Oh, yeah.
stuff in common. You know each other.
We're family,
You're
yeah.
friends. You're like a little family. So we're going to talk a lot more. I want to hear your thoughts about this whole Southern rock thing, and
Cool.
want to hear some more of you about the history of you guys and the future. So we have plenty of time to talk about all that. We're going to do giveaways and
Yes.
we're going to have some fun as the show goes along. This is a live music showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. WMNF.org is the website, and that Facebook page, don't forget about it. You can check out the band live.
All right. This song is one of my favorites, and Willie wrote this song. This is called Soft and Sweet. Tell you about a girl from another world, where the ego don't make no matter. When we go, we all go together. I tell you about a girl, she's a bird of another feather. Well, you know, when you come up that hard, time to time things get a little intense. Baby holds it down, she never come apart. She never pull 'em round, she never fuss or start. She's soft and sweet like the green, green grass. Eyes so wide like the blue, blue sky. In her long hair is a red rose, with a heart of gold and a black leather soul. Take a lot of patience to make you wait. Take a lot of guts to shoot you straight. But when you're down, she's the first to let you know. The sun don't rise just to hear your ass crow. She's soft and sweet like the green, green grass. Eyes so wide like the blue, blue sky. In her long hair is a red rose, with a heart of gold and a black leather soul. She comes sit beside me. She ain't in love, but I might be. I wanna be her best friend, but then she leave me all alone again. I can't stay away for long. I wanna write her love song. Then she tells me that I shouldn't start. She can't be messing with no foolish heart. about a girl from another world with a ego don't make no matter. Well, when we all go together. I'll tell you about a girl, she's a bird of another feather. She's soft and sweet like the green, green grass. Eyes so wide like the blue, blue sky. In her long hair is a red rose with a heart of gold and a black leather soul. Oh, she's so damn sweet. And her eyes so wide. In her long hair is a red rose with a heart of gold and a black leather soul. She got a heart of gold and a black leather soul.
All right, we're listening to Southern Rumble on the Live Music Showcase. Okay, now I want to do this giveaway right now because the answer is going to lead to some of the other conversations that we're going to have. So we need to get this answer done right away. Now, the winning items, I think we're giving away a couple of these, are a digital download of the Southern Rumble EP, which came out in December. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, that was, we finally basically had the dream of the band, started writing the songs, and put together 5 of them just so that we could have something out there for the world to see, and then start creating the new stuff and getting on the road and doing shows and things like that. So we're really proud of it. We did some of the recording in town, and then a really great friend of mine named Lou Rubino in St. Augustine mixed it, and we had a fantastic mastering firm, Peerless Audio, up in Boston. They mastered it, and so it's a really great quality sounding record. It's very, to me, we really captured a classic element that our music is really, trying to purvey.
Born from that, yeah.
It's born from a classic place, which is really just a couple guys and guitars, really, from the.
That's what I love about best. I mean, especially coming from Nashville, I'm around. I try to stay away from these sorts of projects, but all the big songs, a lot of the big songs that you hear in modern country, modern pop, rock, or whatever, they're put together by these songwriters and writing booths, people that met each other for the first time, and they go through this and it's done. Somebody else cuts it. When I hear this record, to me, it brings a lot of emotion because I picture the year and a half of the times that I come down here, some of the shows we've done together and the days off we've had, enjoying the weather down here, and those songs, I know from you, come from, I don't want to say from the heart because that's everybody obviously claims that, but they're having witnessed it as part of the experience of you dreaming up stories. Basically, I hear that it's very sincere and honest rock and roll record. So I hope people that listen to it get that same emotion.
Let's get back to the conversation, but first we'll give away these EPs. And the question that Mildred came up with is...
It's a big grin over there.
It's an easy one. Should be an easy one if you know anything about these guys. And I know there's a lot of people logged in on that Facebook page.
Oh,
so we know some of your friends are watching.
Oh, good.
The question is, okay, we've got JT on guitar and vocal. And the question is, what does JT stand for? And I'll give you a hint. It's not James Taylor. All right. And we'll take the 8th caller at 813-239-9663. We'll take the 8th caller, or the 8th and 9th, or something like that. Steve's out there, or Steve and Mildred are out there, and they'll bring in a winner in a little while. So anyway, what does JT stand for? And you can win the digital download of the Southern Rumble EP.
And this is nothing about my political beliefs, right? What do I stand for? What does JT stand for? No, okay, good.
No, but I'd like you guys to talk a little bit about Southern rock. What's the difference Southern rock compared to Northern rock or Southwest rock
That's
or
a great
Texas
idea. That's a great
or Northwest
question.
rock?
I've never heard that.
What is it about Southern rock? And tell me some of the archetypal releases or bands that you kind of feel yourselves in the tradition with.
You know, somebody was pointing out that a lot of the great American music really does come from the South. The blues, the jazz, and, you know, the birth of rock and roll with Elvis and all that stuff, you know. And as far as Southern rock and the idea that it came from, you know, the 70s part, I think to me, especially based in Florida, you know, having in Florida, multiple guitars, kind of I think it evolved maybe from where the Allman Brothers left off a little bit. So it's
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, Leonard Skinner. So a lot of, not to get too technical, but a lot of major pentatonic stuff, kind of country clean guitars turned up as opposed to Hendrix, you know, still, you know, with a country root influence,
right.
A
lot of blues,
very much a hoedown vibe that I've always gotten from what comes from the South, that people do year round down everywhere in the South, north of, you know, south of Virginia, I suppose, you know, and so much of music is born in this area. I think it's just at this point, you know, there was a point in the 70s where Southern rock was definitely a bunch of specific bands. Now I think it's more, especially in our case, it's more rock from the South. You know, more so, you know, of that.
But it does seem to have a sound that's different.
Yeah.
That's unto itself.
There's a couple things there's a couple things, especially lyrically and melodically for the vocals. There's something that I learned from. It was about 3 years ago, right before I started this band, and it was one of the greatest songwriting lessons I ever heard. I was singing these love songs, and they were basically, you know, oh baby, please come back. You know, I miss you so much, you know. And this very, he was a manager of a famous Southern rock band, and he said, Jeremy, you know, you write good songs, man. He goes, but you're just a wimp. You're being a wimp, you know. And he said, Southern rock. He goes, you tell her you love her. You tell her the whole time how much you love her, but you also tell her you got to leave. and so there's a little bit of a difference in the way that we approach a relationship song. It's like Freebird is a great example, because it's like, I love you, but I gotta go and I gotta be me. And it's really ultimately about freedom, about not having anybody tell you what to do or who you have to be. And that's the basic premise of a lot of the music and the lyrics.
Absolutely. And it was born from rebellious kids playing music influenced by what their parents listened to. So regionally, if you go across the country, you're going to have the rebellious version of the Western sound and the rebellious young version of the Midwest, and Southern rock is
exactly right.
is the rebellious
Those kids,
Hank Williams and country music that they were exposed to, and it was the louder, nastier version of what their
Ricky
parents
Medlock
were
and
to.
Ronnie Van Zant, 14 years old in Jacksonville Beach, Florida, watching Elvis Presley for the first time, begging their parents to go see Elvis Presley. And then they got guitars, and they started wanting to be a little bit louder and a little bit grungier, a little bit more rock and roll, you know.
And when you say the Outlaws would be in this school too?
Absolutely.
Yes, they're one of the
Tampa Boys.
Yeah, let's do some music. But yeah, the Outlaws are premier Southern rock band. In fact, they took it to some really great levels.
Well, we love talking to you guys because you have some really great things to say. But let's get to another tune.
Oh yeah, music. That's right.
That sounds good. Let me do a quick little tune birdie. Let's do Chassahuisca. Now, you guys are from anywhere around Florida. You've heard of Chassahuisca Springs, right up north of Weeki Wachee, and we all know that it's full of mermaids. Well, at least that's how the story goes from my granddaddy. My daddy took me fishing up the Homosassa River. Said there my daddy disappeared, going looking for a spring of silver. And that spring's most beautiful thing a man has ever seen. She'll draw you in and kiss you, boy, and that water's so sweet and clean. Well, your granddaddy came back, son, but he was never quite the same. He swore that girl in that spring in Chassa Whisker was to blame. No matter how hard he tried to forget her, he would only miss her worse. Said he had to go back in that swamp, find that girl and quench his thirst. Oh, spring water, gotta find Chassa Whisker's daughter. Got a thirst like no other. Gotta have Chassa Whisker's daughter. I dove in and she took my breath away. All my senses got taken over. You'd do anything for a drink from a spring, but she's bound to take you under. Well, the day I turned 18, I had to find out for myself. I packed up all my gear, I hit the swamp and headed south. Found that silver spring just as night was setting in. I made my camp, rolled up my pants and started to wade in. Smelled orange blossoms in the air, hot breath upon my neck. I turned to see the most beautiful face my eyes have ever met. She kissed me and I slipped and then I fell into a mist. Woke up heartbroken and alone with the thirst that wouldn't quit. Oh, spring water, gotta find Chassa Whisker's daughter. I got a thirst like no other. Got to have Chassa Whisker's daughter. I dove in and she took my breath away. All my senses got taken over. You do anything for a drink from a spring, but she's bound to take you under. Yeah. Well, I know I can't go back to that swamp and that misty shore. I don't regret this wicked curse she gave me on my soul. To know the love she has to give is a flame that burns out quick. I'd rather die and taste of her just one last little sip. Oh, spring water, gotta find Chassa Whisker's daughter. I got a thirst like no other. I got to have Chassa Whisker's daughter. I dove in and she took my breath away. All my senses got taken over. Boy, you better think before you take another drink, 'cause she's bound to take you under. Talking about Chassa Whisker's daughter. She's bound to take you under. Talking about Chassa Whisker's daughter. Chassa Whisker's daughter. All right.
Well, all right, we got a winner. Judy Corso of St. Pete was our 8th caller. Judy. So she won the EP. She says,
Judy,
keep keeping it real, guys. Also, Vince from St. Pete called up, the 727 Rock Man.
He already has the record.
Says,
I know Vince.
rock man.
Well, he just wanted to say that that Southern Rumble is the best band around, and
Thanks. Love you, guy.
we see that Peggy from Ohio says hi to JT. We can reveal now.
Love you, Peg.
The name JT stands for Jeremy Thomas.
What?
So,
I had no idea.
So now let's talk to Jeremy, because you're a guy who's been playing in bands for a long time mostly around St. Pete, I'd say.
Yeah, I've been, yes, I have pretty much saturated the St. Pete area.
So you've been in bands, and you do solo and duo and all sorts of stuff. So tell us about you.
Whatever they'll pay me for, as long as that includes a guitar and a microphone. Yeah, basically, right around the time when Okay, I had a daughter about 20 years ago. So I ended up getting a day job. You know, I did the corporate thing for a couple of years. I was the director of audiovisual at the convention center in Tampa for a while, and then music just started bringing me back, and and I ended up getting fired and from the job, and then I just said, you know, I'm gonna play music the rest of my life, and that was about 12 or 13 years ago, and just been making a living doing it ever since, and slowly but surely then, you know, comes along Facebook, and it's allowed me to keep in touch with people, you know, playing the beaches and St. Pete. I see a lot of people that are coming down on vacation, and they are able to get a hold of me. So I built a really nice family of people. I consider everybody, I like the word friends. You know, they're not fans, and they are friends and they're fans, but they're, you know, my people, and I love them very
I always
much.
feel like there's a St. Pete scene that's unto itself. There's some
We feel that way about Tampa, though.
There's some. I don't know. It seems like the Tampa people go over to St. Pete, but it seems like there's a lot of people who find enough to do,
Yeah.
enough places to play in St. Pete that they hardly ever come
Great
over
point.
to Tampa to play. And it's
a great
It seems
point.
like, you know, if you got those beaches and some of the downtown things.
It's that dang
there's-
bridge.
You
There's
can't-
plenty to do.
Well, the thing is that I love all the Tampa musicians, and a lot of them, like, you know, we all kind of are friends. Everybody's friends. It's just like you said, most of the Tampa musicians that I know, there are a large group that make money playing out and doing covers and doing that kind of thing. But most of them are focused on original music. They have day jobs. They kind of have families. You know, they look at it more of that kind of career. Where St. Pete, you know, we've got 40 miles or 30 miles of beaches. You can't throw a quarter without hitting a guy with a guitar singing, you know. So there's a lot of money to be made, And that's what, you know, I got caught up in that scene, but I was able to still play my original music, keep recording music and keep doing it, but I'm making a living playing music, you know. So it's there's 2 rules of thought. There's probably 10 rules of thought, but you know, in this particular case, it's about paying your bills, and doing what you love, you know. So
Okay, well, the cool thing is you're going to be in Tampa on Sunday.
that is the cool thing.
So that
At the
because that can be
historical place.
because when it's always kind of fresh when people who play a lot in St. Pete come over and do kind of a showcase event in
Yeah.
Tampa. Got a lot of new ears and eyes on you, and that should be exciting.
Then there's some great bands
So
with us. as
yeah,
well.
let's talk about the show Sunday at Skipper's. Skipper's always starts early on Sunday, 5:00.
Yeah, 5:00.
And let's see the other bands, pretty interesting bands.
Yeah.
Let's see, I
Coming
I wrote
Home
it down
Band.
here.
The Coming Home Band is opening the show.
And Dirty Soul Revival.
Right. Dirty Soul Revival is some guys that we met on tour.
From
They're out of.
Asheville, North Carolina, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And one of the guys in the band was from Tampa, and then he moved up there, and he ended up starting that band, and they're doing fantastic in the southern rock scene. They're a little heavier than us, a little more rock. Awesome band though. I mean, just amazing band. Then Coming Home, I've only heard a couple tracks, but they're a real cool kind of mellow Americana upbeat rock and roll band. So
Nice.
It's going to be good. It's going to be eclectic at least.
Nice. So that's Skipper Smokehouse Sunday evening, 5 p.m. to
9 p.m., yeah.
9 p.m. So early evening. You can go to
Yeah,
get home in
food.
time for
Yeah.
work in the morning or
Yes.
school or whatever.
I think
and-
that's the reason he does that, just so everybody can have fun and get
No,
home.
no excuses because we have a 5 a.m. shoot in Orlando,
Right,
photo
Oh,
shoot.
yeah,
So
we have a
Okay.
photo shoot at 5 a.m.
Okay.
All right, well, this
Well,
is
the band is Southern Rumble right here on the Live Music Showcase.
awesome. Thank you. We are going to play you a brand new song. This is one of my favorites. This is called Leave This Town. My crazy heart has got no voice. My soul was sold and I had no choice. I'm gonna run just as fast as I can.
ones I leave behind will understand. Yeah, I gotta leave this town, 'cause I'm wasting away, and no one is around that's gonna save my day. I gotta leave this town, ain't no reason to stay, 'cause the ones that really love you, they're gonna love you anyway. They're gonna love you anyway. There ain't no savior showing me where to go. I'll be just fine, I'm gonna make it on my own. It ain't no lie that I paid my dues. So don't you cry, 'cause I'll be coming home to you. But I gotta leave this town, 'cause I'm wasting away. No one is around that's gonna save my day. I gotta leave this town, ain't no reason to stay, 'cause the ones that really love you, they're gonna love you anyway. Gonna love you anyway. Yeah, I gotta leave this town. Yeah, you gotta leave this town. Yeah, we gotta leave this town today.
Another one of those going away songs.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's see. Chuck Swain says he's got his tickets already for Sunday.
That's three people so far. That's great.
And Jenna says the guy with the Florida flag hat is hot.
Oh, yeah.
So
That always happens.
So you should be on Facebook so you can see these things.
That's
okay?
awesome. Oh,
go,
yeah.
Go on that Facebook Live thing.
I gotta get a Florida flag hat.
Yeah.
And somebody requests Freebird. So
Freeman.
but you don't have to play it. All right.
You're Friday, here tomorrow. You never tempt me
It's
with that.
hard to do it justice without the original guys doing it, I guess, huh?
So okay, so is are the three guys? Is this what you would normally play with, and is this what's going to be at Skipper's on Sunday?
No, we have a full rock band. And,
okay, tell people about what's going to be at Skipper's on Sunday.
it's gonna be a lot louder and a lot more ruckus and fun.
A lot more rumble in it.
So this is sort of an acoustic unplugged thing almost.
Yeah, totally. And the especially if you go check out the record, it's Southern Rumble EP. It's on every format known to humankind in the universe, as far as I know. So you can find it pretty much anywhere. If you want to just check it out, even you can go to YouTube, and they're all up there just to listen to. And it's pretty much we're going to try to do our best to sound like that record, that on that particular occasion.
So much more electrified at Skipper's.
Big time.
Yeah.
You got a bass player and
Yes,
and a
got
drummer.
a great
Amazing
bass player
rhythm
named
section, yeah.
Sean Colpoys and Michael Sylvia, who is one of the best drummers that I've ever played with in my life. He is just a great guy. And then Sean Colpoys is our bass player, And we got Willie Bells, JT Wilde, and Mr. Nick Nguyen from Nashville. That's all 5 of us.
Well, I'll tell you, it sounds fantastic, just the 3 you guys.
Maybe we should make more money and get rid of the other 2
with
then.
the acoustic
Thanks,
guitars.
Randy.
So it's
Thank you.
You know,
Randy, you have a poker face. I couldn't tell you like
I got the camera guys going though.
You might even do a part of your set like this. I would suggest because
yeah, I in the future, like when we get a show where we can, have the possibility, we'll do that for sure. Randy.
work out.
It's a great idea.
Work out 2 or 3 songs.
Paul McCartney said a show is like a roller coaster. You have to have the ups and you have to have those lows, and I think we do them well when we just kind of whisper in the mic. I love it.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? What does he know?
Well, we got about 15 minutes to go, so let's get some more music in. The band is Southern Rumble. They're out of St. Pete and Nashville, and it's JT, Willy, and Nick, all on guitars, all on vocals, and doing original music and in the Southern rock tradition, and it sure sounds good.
Thank you, brother. This song is Willie Bells wrote this bad boy with Nicky.
Nick on the guitar.
Nick sent a guitar song down.
This is a fun little story on this one.
Yeah.
I was doing some just random work for various TV spots, just in between music, and so I have a little boy named Luke, and the older son, just instead of calling him George Washington, he calls him George Lukington. So I didn't have a name. I just did the music part of this, and it's like a little 60-second thing. I just called it Lukington after my son, and so it got played on a couple of random reality TV stuff, background music. So when I came down here, the guys were like, "Well, what kind of riffs you got?" I go, "Well, I got this. Has no lyrics, and we can kind of take it a whole new thing." And then Willie over there put this wonderful, fun story to it, and it's got a life of its own. So for me, it's special because I got to live again with a whole new journey with these guys here. So.
Yeah, you need to send us some more of those, man.
Yeah.
It's called So Bam Blues. Hey, baby, won't you stay a while? Won't you dig my style? Let me throw it on down for you. You got me feeling such a funky way. And it's a stormy day, and that red clay sticking to you. On that front porch chain swing, you make my head ring. And I can't keep my eyes off you. Ever since I was a managed boy, I always had a thing for you. That's why you always catch me driving by, asking anything I can do for you. But you gotta tell me why. Can't get with you, you do me cold and leave me with the Southern Bama Blues. Tell me why. Can't get with you, you do me cold and leave me with the Soul Band Blues for you. We could kick it all damn day and let the jams play, and that way I could get to know you. We can dance in the moonlight with that moonshine, like we don't have a care for it. Just when I was Tuscaloosa bound, you went and turned me down again. What's this mess you always talking about? Baby, why can't we just be friends? But you gotta tell me why. Can't get with you, you do me cold and leave me with the Southern Bama Blues. Tell me why. Can't get with you, you do me cold and leave me with the Soul Band Blues for you. Hey girl, I wanna be your man. I got a funky plan. Let me lay it on down for you. You can dance in the moonlight with that moonshine, like we don't have a care for it. Ever since I was a managed boy, I always had a thing for you. Why you always try to leave me sore? What you saving all that good love for? You got to tell me why. Can't get with you, you do me go and leave me with a soul.
Southern Bama blues. Tell me why can't get with you. You do me gone and leave me with the Southern Bama blues. Tell me why can't get with you. You do me gone and leave me with the Southern Bama blues. Tell me why can't get with you. You do me gone and leave me with the Southern Bama blues for you.
Man, it's hard without a Marshall.
Wow. Southern Rumble. They sound great on the Live Music Showcase. WMNF is a listener-supported, commercial-free radio station, and your support is always appreciated. You can visit WMNF.org and leave a tip for the Live Music Showcase in the tip jar, or give us a call at 813-238-8001, and let them know you'd like to give your support to the Live Music Showcase. Lots of great WMNF events, music events to tell you about. Coming up right after this show, it's the Rhythm Revival with Reverend Billy, and he plays some of the best music ever made from the post-war years up to about 1966, blues and R&B and gospel and early rock and roll. That's coming up right after this show. It's a fantastic show.
Love that show.
Next week on the Live Music Showcase, a real special guest, fantastic Negrito, who had won a Grammy last year for one of his recordings. He's going to be coming for the Safety Harbor Songfest, and he's going to be with his band on the Live Music Showcase next Friday. It's going to be a big deal, so you should be putting it on your calendar right now, 2 p.m. next Friday, for the Live Music Showcase. The band we have today, Southern Rumble, it has been playing some great Southern rock. JT, Willy, and Nick all playing guitars, and great guitar playing guys.
Thank you, sir.
Good time.
Nick
together.
is the lead guy. Have you always played lead guitar, Nick? Is that your specialty?
I don't know. I just noodle around until somebody tells me to stop.
Yeah, he plays fiddle, he plays cello, he plays mandolin, plays
banjo,
slide guitar, anything with strings on it.
Does he
can play
do
it.
all that in your concerts?
He sometimes plays fiddle, but you didn't bring the fiddle down.
Not this time, no.
No, so he didn't bring the fiddle, but when we get him on the road and full time, when we can really, we have a lot of fun when he pulls out the violin.
You guys can really turn your set into something crazy great.
Yeah,
Randy?
Add a few little elements here and there, and all of a sudden you're doing something really different because you guys are so talented. You got the good songs, you got great voices, and you got great guitars.
Thank you.
And you got some extra little things you could be doing that are really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you available for management?
Yeah. No,
The band is Southern Rumble. They're right here in the studio with us today, and I think the first time in our studio. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
this band, this band, we've
And
through the years we snuck in here.
Has
every
this
now and
band ever played Skippers before?
then. Not this band, no.
All right. So big opportunity. First time at Skippers this coming Sunday. Southern Rumble. Check them out.
Very cool. This song is another brand new song that we're going to try to. Well, we're not going to try. We're going to release it on July 4th.
It will happen.
This song is very near and dear to my heart. Billy and Willy worked on this one really hard, and then he showed me this song, and I fell in love with it because this is a song that our country, I feel like, really needs right now. It's a unifying song about this country, and I just love unity. I pray for unity every day, you know.
We got the funk, the hip-hop, country, jazz, blues, and rock. And we can still see eye to eye. Mama's still baking that apple pie. And we light up the sky every 4th of July. But don't pet the eagle, 'cause she wild and she free. We all want people. Right for you, same right for me. where we all have different colors and we all have different likes. But we can all come together under the stars and stripes. It's a complicated world for a little boy or a girl. You gotta raise them up with the golden rule. That's who we are, that's what we do. We got wrong, we need to right. We ain't ever losing sight. And you best be thinking twice if you're looking for a fight. Yeah, some of us turn left and some of us turn right. But we can all find common ground under the stars and stripes. Yeah, we live under the stars and stripes. All our life. Yeah, we live under the stars and stripes. Yeah, we're our brothers on the ground while that satellite's spinning round. But you can't believe that feed, 'cause it don't breathe and it don't bleed. Look our neighbor in the eye, tell the truth, it ain't no lie. And there must be a reason why someone created this divide. And if I got your six, and I know that you got mine, we will all stand together under the stars and stripes. Yes, we live under the stars and stripes with humble pride. Yeah. Oh, we live under the stars and stripes. So we got one more we got to get through.
We're going to do one more, but first talk about the new album, because that was the title track of the new album, right?
Yes, it will be. Well, it's going to be single. We're releasing singles now.
Oh, so that's a single that's coming
That
out.
one on the 4th of July we'll release that single.
That
But
single.
the previous, there's 5 tracks available right now.
Okay, so the album's not ready, but a single is coming out on July 4th.
Yes.
Which we just heard, Stars and Stripes.
Yes. You like it?
Well, yeah, but you should get it over here before the 4th of July so we can play it that day.
All right. Well, we will. We'll have it done. We have to have it done. We have to have it done before then. So we will. This song is called "Whiskey When I'm Gone." But
Now you don't have to rush too much, because here's what we do. We have to go to the news at 3:01. But the people who are on Facebook Live get a little bonus.
All right,
because we'll
let's do
keep it running after 3:01.
I'm getting a little bonus too.
So go to Facebook and go to Live Music Showcase, and you'll get a little bonus right there. Now the other thing is, it stays up there on the Facebook page forever. So you can keep checking it out. And also,
I like forever.
We're going to be putting up this showcase on WMNF's YouTube page. It'll be up in a couple hours.
Very
so
cool.
you can go to WMNF's YouTube page and you can check it out.
I'm
right
going to
there.
go right home and
Thanks,
watch it.
Randy, a lot. This was a
Thank
great
you.
time. I
Thank
really
you, Randy.
appreciate it.
And
I had a
Bill,
really
thank
good
you
time.
guys, all you guys.
All right. Well,
All of you guys. We got
let me just say this is
5 guys working their booties off.
Let me just
and
say
a
this
beautiful lady as
is
well.
WMNF Tampa, and let's hear one more song from Southern Rumble.
Girl, you've been whining for too long. I know why your crown is gone. No way Jose is gonna be your friend. And you try to cognac home again. You're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. It's going to kill you not to come back home. I hope you get drunk on being alone. You're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. I know you wanna take another shot, Jim. Go ahead and run on back to him. Hey buddy, I'm wiser than you know. Let me tell him Margarita says hello. 'Cause you're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. It's going to kill you not to come back home. I hope you get drunk on being alone. You're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. All right. You're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. It's going to kill you not to come back home. You'll be drinking about me all day long. You're gonna whiskey. You're gonna whiskey. You're gonna whiskey when I'm gone. All right now.